Hey, good morning. Good morning. I just wanted to give you guys a quick word of inspiration and motivation. I'm super excited this morning. I couldn't even sit down to do this. I had to stand up. Normally I sit down, but I had to stand up because I want to give you guys some words of encouragement and motivation because I just feel so excited about what's about to happen, not only in my life but in your life, because you're going to step out into the deep, and you're going to go for what it is that you need. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, everybody coming in. Today's inspiration and motivation is simple. I want you to step out into the deep. So I know you're probably wondering, what the heck is he talking about? Step out into the deep. Well, it's like this. You know, when you stand in shallow water, and you stand there and you stay there because it's safe. You don't have to worry about drowning. You don't have to worry about holding your breath. You don't have to worry about what's going to happen because you know what's going to happen, because you're comfortable and you're in a place where you know that you can control every part of that situation. Well, here's the thing. I need you guys to get out of the shallow end. It's time for you to step out into the deep. You got to step out into the deep. You hear me? And you got to have the courage to swim. You got to get your hair wet. Everybody because when you're in the shallow end, you're not going to get your hair wet. Somebody splash the water, you get out the way, but you got to get your hair wet. It's time for you to stop playing it safe, and you got to jump in. You know, it's so funny that people get complacent. But see, let me tell you like this. When you step out into the deep, that's when you have to put in the work. You have to hold your breath. You got to doggy paddle. You got to swim. You have to put in the work in order not to drown, in order to be successful, in order to stay afloat. So what I'm telling you is, don't be scared to step out into the deep. You got to let that anchor down. You don't need to let an anchor down in a shallow end, because nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to move. But when you get out into the deep, you have to get out to a place when those waters get tough and the winds get boisterous and you start getting pushed around. You have to be anchored and you have to survive. And that's what you have to look at when you're looking at your life and where you want to go. You have to be willing and ready to step out into the deep. You have to be willing and ready to put in the work. You have to be willing and ready to do the doggy paddle, to hold your breath, to stay afloat, to swim so you can survive. And when you think about your life and you think about the things that you want to do, it's all about stepping out on faith and stepping out into the deep and having the courage and the strength and not having any fear. Because I've been talking about overcoming your Goliath. And when you decide that you want to overcome those Goliaths, when you decide that you want to go head on and tackle those problems, those things that hurt you in the past, those things that brought you down, those things that made you uncomfortable, those things that are stopping you from being successful in your life, don't let it hold you back mentally. Don't let it stop you, and don't let it put you in a place where you're going to lose out because of what someone else did. So you look better when you work harder. And being in the deep, it causes you to concentrate. So my words to you today, my inspiration to you today, is to step out into the deep. Get out of the shallow end. Don't get scared to get your hair wet. Don't get scared to sweat. Don't get scared to get a little dirty. Don't get scared to not look so pretty or so handsome. And don't be scared to sweat, because putting in work, you're going to sweat. And when you sweat and you put in the work, you will reap the benefits, you will reap and you will get the rewards, and you will win. So good morning. I hope you guys got something from it. So be symbolic, simply your best, because being deeply rooted stimulates growth. It's Black History Month. And I want you guys to make sure you get the motivational album, Believe, because it's going to give you some insight. It's going to give you some inspiration, and it's going to help you get to where you need to be. Inbox me, hit me up so you can get your copy of the Believe album. You can get the download. I need your support, and I'm here for you. So continue to work hard, stay focused. Hey, Amy. Hey, everybody coming in. I appreciate you guys. And don't forget, don't be scared to step out into the deep. Don't be scared to let down that anchor, and don't be scared to work for it, go for it, and get it. I love you guys. Peace. See you later. Have a great day.